upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it.
Heir to wear the crown. What will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Welcome to Metaphor ReFantazio. Oh, if you understood the hell I had to go through to try and get this thing to work. This game, I gave myself particular terms on which would allow me to get and enjoy it. And just as I did with Persona 3, I want to stream it to try and keep myself in more of a moderated, play it in moderation, while still doing all my important stuff that needs to be done when it needs to be done. You can see that it's highlighted over load game. I will use that as a story later on in the playthrough. Let's start a new game.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Who are you who shall guide the protagonist? As was stated in the text, this is not who the protagonist is. This is who is the one in control. Who's the one with the controller? Who's the one behind the screen? Lying. Who would do that? Who would lie on the internet? However, I, guiding the protagonist, am Ren. Your name is indeed Ren? You will name the protagonist later.
Ah,
yes, it is.
a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours.
Possibly.
It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
If it were not for fantasy, there would be numerous things in our world that we would not have. There would be stories of victory. There would be tales of love, hatred, betrayal. All of these things that we would not have if it were not for fantasy. Fantasy is not a powerless creation. Fantasy is something that drives many. Fantasy is something that people are able to use to inspire or to intrigue others. And as an actor, I do believe it is something important to have for the sake of our careers and for the sake of what we do. Fantasy is not always a powerless creation.
More than wishful thinking. More than this must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
This game supplies 5 different difficulties. You have your storyteller, which is really just your story type. For players who want to focus on the story, battles pose no threat of death. Then you have your typical easy, which is for players who want to breeze through battles. Easy, normal, and hard can all be changed amongst each other later on in the game. Normal is a standard difficulty where battles with thrill and challenge. Hard is for players who want intense battles. And then there's Regicide, a high-risk, high-reward mode for only battle-hardened players. One thing to state when it comes to Regicide: you cannot select this mode from the beginning of the game. And as I have not played the game, I can't choose it. I like to throw myself into the hardest challenge I'm able to give myself, which means that this is my decision. Hard it is. Are you ready? As ready as I can be. Now let us enter our story.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead?
Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming, mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia!
Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving. Hurry it up. Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife ears. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like us.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
What a fall.
This place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission?
Come on! This is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Welcome to the Tradia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Basic controls. Use the left control stick to move. Hold R2 while moving to dash. Press circle to dodge enemy attacks. Some actions you can perform and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can also use the minimap to see which way to go. You can view tutorials you've seen before in the options main menu.
Let's go.
Now.
Stop.
Oh. Okay.
Watch out!
Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. Press L2 to use Phase Sight. This ability lets you see what Gallica senses in the environment. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it'll show up as unknown. Prepare as best as you can.
Okay.
The best way to prepare is to run. These enemies are level 11 to your level 1. They will hit like a truck, and they will sting like a bee. You do not want to challenge them.
Look! Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is inspiring. I would love to state, right before this next dialogue line, how much I love the message behind what Gallica will say.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
This both supplies context behind having music.
Look!
Hey, look!
Over there!
That's a road, isn't it? I would sure hope so. They do tend to have tracks that look like those wheels that that wagon beside the road had. What a relief! Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight.
Got a sec?
That line of dialogue, plus that little scene, gives purpose behind the background music in the game, and that's awesome. I also think, with the knowledge of what music does and how music can unite people of all different cultures, it definitely is a form of magic that we don't possess or use to the proper source that we can. But music is definitely glorious, and of course should be revered as what it truly is, which is magic. This is bad! The giant sandworms! What a way to start the game.
Land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Euchronia. The year is 785. Euchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
O great seeker, bearer of fantasy empowered, hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of glory to grant me thy guidance.
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry!
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even. The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Plamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead. His son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power. But not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Hey, you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
So?
Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. Press R1 to open the local map. If you're unsure of what to do, try pressing triangle. Gallica always has Gallica always has good ideas. Or so she thinks. Press up in safe areas like towns to save your progress.
Whatever will I do?
And of course, saving is always important. We are not going to discuss this. It is not canon. Actually, let's try talking to Gallica. Let's see what she has. We don't have time for detours right now. If you're lost, check your map. Just go straight down the main street and you should find the recruitment center. What does this lady have to say? What does this lady have to say? Wow, my grammar is bad.
Oh, come off it.
Ah, it's another! Why is one of your kind here in Grand Trad? What's wrong with me being here? Isn't it obvious? The church has made it clear. The Elder wield devilish magic that defies the teachings of Sanctism. Devilish magic, she says. If you were so magical, I doubt you have it so hard in life. She's aggravating, but let's not cause a scene. Safe to say, there's a lot of racism going around.
Huh? An elder? Here?
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Not really my thing.
You're not even a little interested? This is military-grade stuff, right? Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch... Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter. And would...
How much is it?
You're not really going to fall for that, are you? How would you even know what the royal scepter looks like to begin with? You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead. With no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king's own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Let's head there.
There's definitely a lot going on in this town. And it's pretty dangerous.
Give it a fool, I say.
It's probably best to just keep moving. Not let anything stop us, because, like, what else can you really do?
Hmm.
I was hoping that we blended with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elda. The people here have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be ahead.
What are you playing at?
The death of His Majesty, the royal bloodline, something. The royal funeral will be held here at the Grand Cathedral. Things got better when Lord Luis was still central in the army. You could hear all the excess chatter from people around.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead.
Deal. I'll be the only person left on the military.
Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18.
An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I want to fight for change.
I want to fight for real change.
I'll let him say it
Lofty
himself.
words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no? So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
There are 5 different things here. I'm stronger than I look. I've got a sharp mind. I can take a lot of punishment. I'm small but quick, and I've always been lucky. Now, based on all these that I see, I'm stronger than I look. Seems to be associated with... Well, okay, there are 5 things, and as Atlas Games have shown, there are 5 stats. There is your strength. There is your magic. There is your endurance. There's your agility, and there is your luck. Now, the question lies with this. What do these have to bring, in particular, for the story? I'm not sure, actually. But when I originally played this, the demo, I mean, I chose I can take a lot of punishment. I'm going to see if this actually does have a weight on the story. Because I would like to have this information. When joining the army, you will be asked what to pick. Okay. This question does in fact determine the starting stats for the protagonist, both increasing a stat but also decreasing another, or even multiple. So it will change what you start with. I'm gonna read out what every option gives you. I'm stronger than I look. You start off with 7 strength, 3 magic, 5 endurance, agility, and luck. A sharp mind is 3 strength, 7 magic, 5 endurance, agility, and luck. I can take a lot of punishment, 5 strength, magic, and luck, 7 endurance, 3 agility. I'm small but quick is 5 strength, 5 magic, 5 luck, 3 endurance, 7 agility. And I've always been lucky. 4s across the board except for luck, in which you start with a 9. Now, strength determines your physical attack prowess. Magic is anything that has a magic-based skill. I can take a lot of punishment. Endurance is basically your form of defense that is inherent, built in within who you are. Small but quick is agility, which I believe both determines your ability, your speed to dodge, and your turn rate. Like, in which order do you go in turn. So it's like a general RPG speed stat. And then I've always been lucky. Luck will, to my knowledge of what luck usually is, will allow you to get better drops from enemies, and possibly also has an effect on your dodge rate. All of this does end up being a case of what do you prefer? What would you choose? I, myself, playing in hard mode, enemies hit hard. So endurance would be a good idea. Or if you want to hit harder, you can be stronger than you look or have a sharp mind. Today, personally, I'm going for luck.
I've always been pretty lucky.
I asked for your skills, boy. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Please enter the name of this story's protagonist. This is where the game allows you to choose the name of who you're playing as. The canonical name for this character is Will. Are there any other names? It is officially confirmed to be Will. Now, it allows you to name your protagonist whatever you want to. You can even hypothetically put yourself in as a self-insert. However, I do believe that for the sake of keeping it to its roots, it is best to stay along the lines of canonicity, canonical something or other. And therefore, this is who will be.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next!
Well, there we go. What a long line. Because we got no choice but to... I wasn't finished reading. Because we got no choice but to wait our turn. Might as well look around a little bit. The tribe don't matter in the army, but they'll probably put me up in front as a meat shield. Not that I can find better work. Wish I could serve Count Luis. His army's built on merit, or even a Prejudice stands a chance.
What's the world coming to?
Blast it! Came to enlist because I heard you could make a quick reeve here. Did they really make you work alongside creepy Elder? Prejudice I could deal with, but Elder are right ominous. Did you hear that? Gods on scriptures, that's where. Because you can't accept... Let me read! Because you can't expect an Elder to know shite. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy. I'm just going to turn off auto unless it's like voice act and stuff. Okay. So there's definitely some fantasy racism going on here. What if I just leave? What if I just say I'm done? Apparently not. What are some of the other directions it'll allow me to go into? There is this door.
Wait!
Clearly I'm not able to go because I need to enlist as a new recruit. What about you? What, you're cutting a line too? Everyone will get their igniters in order. Huff, no one ever follows directions. Why do only thugs come in here? What about you?
Whatever.
You're so young. Are you enlisting too? Not much choice if you don't have money or a job. Reeve makes the world go round, as it were. You want a magic igniter? Join the queue. Cutting's only gonna get you chewed out. And this is the place that we got... Oh. Can't even spell your name. Bloody Prejudice. The captain seems like a jerk, but it's for the sake of the mission. We just have to put up here with him for a while. Eavesdropping won't get us anywhere. Let's hurry and get in line. Okay, I'll get in line. What about this young nobleman here?
Whoa.
You're enlisting as well. Line starts behind me, so. Or is it something you needed? Are you really a noble? I take it you overheard my interview. Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, which is a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. Volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. Let's join the queue.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? It's something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others.
Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force. Crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
Got a cinder igniter.
These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. Captain I spoke with earlier had one too. It must take on many different forms, like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Royal Capital Vicinity Map. So a map that allows you to view the rest of the world.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Only one night of sleep and then you go to hell.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
No, I'm asleep.
Nope, I'm asleep. Good night.
Haha, very funny. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
I just want to go back real quick and be like, I can't sleep. Yeah, you're sleeping on a wooden crate. That's not comfortable. I've slept on a wooden floor and it wasn't that comfortable. Okay, maybe yesterday is a different case. I was so tired. But yeah, Gallica is right, where it's like seeing and witnessing so much unwarranted hate and racism and bigotry and prejudice against people who are different is definitely a lot. I threw a shoe at a misogynist once. I don't even really have a story to go in with that. It's just that line of words. Because, like, I don't tolerate it. Misogyny is bad. I don't know why this needs to be said.
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but still, the prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Can it wait till tomorrow?
Come on. Just a little peek. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination.
As the picture shows, there's a vast skyline and vehicles, not too far unlike the world that we live in. However, all people accept each other and no soul is born into discrimination is even a fantasy for our real world. I will not be delving into some of the meanings behind that, because it is a lot, and it's not really something that I want to talk about on my platform at this point in time. Maybe someday later.
Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Record the events thus far? Certainly will. In file number 2. File number 2 will be where we put all our marks for the rest of this stream.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me. I won't give up either. Trust me.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's see.
I wonder how far we've come. Let's find our destination, the northern border fort. Welcome to the world map. You can view information about your surroundings in the world map. Use the left control stick to highlight the location you want to learn about and press X.
Hold on.
Currently, there is access to the royal capital, Grand Trad. Grand Trad, capital of the Kingdom of Euchronia. Citizens of every class and social status reside here, but their spheres of life are clearly divided by numerous districts.
Let's see.
There are fort camps.
Let's see.
Also, when you get close enough to a place, it does automatically track itself to wherever.
Let's see.
Squad camp.
Hold on.
Fort camp.
This place here.
We're looking for the northern border fort. A fortress built to defend Grand Trad during the Annex War. After long disuse, it is now manned due to frequent monster sightings.
Hey, don't forget.
The northern border fort. This is where our contact should be, so hopefully we'll find him quickly.
Okay.
Got it. All we can do for now is rest. We have a big day tomorrow.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination.
June 5th, Idol's Day. In the evening.
The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. when I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
It's, hard to explain.
Some kind of fantasy novel, you said. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
I apologize for him.
See? Take a cue from your friend in the lesser tribe. Well, Clamar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
That's my name.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, where was I? Right, as for you, fresh meat.
Someone, help!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen, stay on guard. It's too...
Oh shit. Seems like the border fort may have been raided.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death.
Now they're coming to finish the job.
Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The Guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear, fight with pride, and we'll all have medals this time tomorrow.
It'll take longer to get back.
We're warriors. Up there is our first chance of glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go.
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
Well, if you say so.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
She's with me.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way. It's Gallica.
You could be so you travel together. You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with you.
New allies, Stroll. A brave fighter trying to conceal his nobility has become your ally.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out.
Well, it's nighttime. 8 degrees Celsius. Okay. Very dark. Well, this is an unexpected turn of events. But only set about mission, okay?
Yep.
Allies inside here? Yeah, that's my guess. Somehow we've got to find them. You're running with such purpose. What was that you were talking about? You said something about your ally.
Actually...
Oh, it's nothing. I was just worried about the soldiers inside. I see. Well, whatever the case, the situation concerns me too. Let's go inside. I cannot guarantee that my accents will be anything good. But I'm practicing. I'm taking classes for them, like... The game says to take a moment, make sure you're ready. Here is the thing. There's nothing you can get ready with.
This is...
People are dying in here. What the hell is that?
There it is. That's a human.
Stand your ground! Charging! Pursue!
We have to help the survivors!
Damn it.
Damn, this is horrific. So many dead.
Oh.
Yes, I hope you're safe.
Hurry!
There's no time to waste. If we look, we may find some that still draw breath. One. Okay. 2. Move forward. It is best to look around as much as you can, because you may find some things just lying around that could prove useful.
Stash that somewhere.
Medicine. Oh yeah. Well, I'm here. Medicinal herbs. There are 7 of them. The leaf of a plant with medicinal properties. Restores 50 HP to 1 ally. Medicine. A rubbing ointment infused with medicinal herbs. Restores 100 HP to 1 ally. There are key items. Got all your equipment stuff. There are weapons. There is armor. There are gear. There are accessories. The 4 different categories of equipable items. Which is strange, because if there's equipment, then there should be an equipment menu. By the way, this is the menu. You've got the stuff like your skills, your items, loading your save, saving your current state, tutorials, story, memorandum, settings, and return to title. Memorandum basically touches on all the different topics of which have been brought up throughout the story. At a later point, possibly closer to the end of stream, I will read out some of the memorandum. Now, in the top right as well, you can see a little collection thing with an 8%. As you go on and learn about new things, it'll also add on to your collection here. I'm not fully sure if it'll give you anything, or if it's just to say you understand the lore of the game. Deceased soldiers. None of them are breathing. Damn, we were too late. There might be others. Let's keep searching. Oh.
This is bad.
Get back! We've got company.
What?
What's the deal with this one? Feels similar to that monster from earlier. Smaller, but... Is that a human too? Looks like we're gonna have to fight it. Wait, if it's a human, do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can't just let it be. Trust me, I have some history with them.
What do you think?
Besides, our only hope right now is to join forces and strike as one. Would you not agree? I agree. Glad you got your wits about you. With you here, we might just get through this.
Got it?
Look, we don't stand a chance against that thing if we attack it separately. We can only fight it if we work out a plan together.
Take care of it, please.
Understand? Two of us working as one. I'll trust your judgment on the timing of the attack. Press triangle to engage in a squad battle alongside your enemy allies. You can press triangle anytime, but if you use square attacks to stun enemies first, you'll start the battle with an advantage. Stay on the offensive by continuously attacking with square to deplete the enemy's break gauge that appears next to them, eventually stunning them.
Things will be fine.
So, let's also exhibit ground combat. If I can do the thing I want to. Circle is to dodge. You can run up to an enemy and press square. Square will deal field damage. And it can also get a hit on you here. Uh-oh. Let's just take a moment to listen to the song before I read the tutorial. Lotus Elixir going crazy. Absolutely, I agree. This song goes so hard. Enemy ambush squad battles. If you are attacked in a dungeon, you'll be forced into a squad battle that begins on the enemy's turn, which is dangerous. In squad battles, press square to attack with your equipped weapon, or press triangle to use skills which consume MP. I'm gonna pause the game for just a sec. Is it actually displaying any of my overlay stuff? That's weird that it isn't. Because usually it does, just on my side. I see, like, chat that comes in the bottom right corner. Whatever. Anyways. Performing an action will expend one turn icon, seen at the top of the screen. When all turn icons are consumed, the opponent's round begins. On hard, enemies receive an additional turn icon in most battles.
The power of fire!
Stroll takes control of his own moves.
Let's go!
So the enemy is also relatively not resistant to... Oh, actually, I'm gonna do one thing first. I can't. Okay, never mind. Enemy gets 2 attacks.
You're still right. Burn tougher than I thought.
You're barely
I
holding
won't hold
together.
back.
Gotta heal up, quick!
Don't conserve your MP all the time. Sometimes you just gotta get a fight over with. This battle yields 4 experience, 20 mag, and 10 money.
I think that's all of... All right!
Whew, we pulled through somehow. We're alive, that's all I could ask. Let's press forward while we still can. Heal first. That was not how I wanted the first fight to go. Downstairs, there is... a wolf. Stunning! Trophy earned. Stunned an enemy. That's a pretty cool freeze frame. When engaging in a squad battle against a stunned enemy, one party member will perform an advantageous initial attack. In addition, enemies remain stunned at the start of battle. Let's listen to this song too.
The power of
Tough one out!
That'll do.
Keep it up!
It's okay. We can do this.
Unscathed Triumph will also give you an extra bonus to your experience, magla, and money. That's what mag is. That's magla. The battle themes in this game go so fucking hard. First actual curse of the stream, an hour and 11 minutes in. That's the longest I've gone without swearing. When you level up, you get a stat increase. Also, this is showcasing how what I have chosen does affect the stats I start with. I wasn't lying, I do have 9 luck. So, what does damage? Magic raises magic. Lowers damage sustained from enemies, raises hit, evasion, and escape success, and raises item acquisition rate, etc. I want to boost some of that endurance. I'm going to struggle if I don't.
We'll be safe for a while.
These crates don't really seem to drop anything. Watch yourself. That thing is dangerous. Don't be fooled by the weight. That's a fucking tooth. Watch this.
Okay, let's give this all we've got. Settle this quick. Burn to us.
It's done. That's the whole fight. And because it's an unscathed triumph, oh, I get I get 1 extra experience point.
We made short work of them.
Hey, 3 experience is 3 experience. That's a little bit. What is this item sitting in the corner? It's Revival Medicine. Revival Medicine does 50% of health from a KO state. KO being knockout. Basically, somebody falls in battle. Let's try and not let people fall in battle if we can at all help it. Another one of those tooth guys.
On your guard. We have the edge. This could be our chance.
Leon's gonna use fire. Battle's over. I don't know how the experience scales in this game. But that first level, I did 2 fights, leveled up. I've gone through 2 fights, and I am like halfway through. And this is also considering the extra bonus. Maybe used to showcase what leveling up is like. Further along in the path? Oh, hold on!
Be careful.
There's another one. If it spots us, this could get nasty.
Hey.
We have the element of surprise. We can catch it off guard if we strike it now, right? Sneak attacks on enemies. If you manage to successfully attack an enemy without being seen using square, there's a chance their entire break gauge will deplete at once for an instant stun.
Okay.
There we go. Let's use fire.
A tough one.
And because you got a stun on the enemy, that completely wastes its first turn. Try and go for every stun if you can.
There's no way I'm stopping you here.
When you get an unscathed triumph, to my knowledge, based on what I'm seeing, it will give you 25% bonus of what you originally get. So, like your money. I got 10 in this fight. I got 24 magla. And it brought it up by 6 for the magla, because 24 divided by 4 is 6. Math. Whatever the fuck it is.
We made short work of them.
Math does its mathematical stuff. 3 medicinal herbs. That's 150 heals. 150 HP heal if I want to do it out of battle. Or 3 turns worth of healing.
Alright, how's that? We have the edge. Let's take them all out.
This is over. That's the whole fight. However, you can never get anything less than 1 bonus.
That was the last of it.
At least you get something.
Oh.
He's still breathing, but he's badly wounded. Another. Don't bloody touch me. In a bad enough spot without you making it worse. The monster showing was your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck follows you people. Ha! Of course that's how it ends. Damn it. Damn it all to bloody hell. The soldier appears to be dead. Baby soldier. You're so young. A fresh recruit. Get away from here now. That thing is up ahead.
No.
There's still more soldiers left alive, right? Can't just run and leave them be. We're too late. That monster. We can't. Just run away. Stay away from that thing. The soldier's body is lying completely still. It does seem like they've been in a pretty bad spot. If we go further up the stairs, however, we will find
Let's stash that
more medicine. Anything you heal is great.
Damn it!
Damn Delta! I knew this fort was cursed. Then why that horror attacked?
Hey.
Calm down. It's not his fault a human appeared. You must know that, surely? But everyone's dead. They all had families. Help me, Elda. I don't care anymore. I don't want to die.
Damn it.
Their breathing has stopped.
Hold on.
Wait!
You
too here. Perhaps searching for someone?
I get it now.
That's right. I thought as much. Now it makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason. Well, to tell you the truth...
What?
That cry. Not the human from earlier.
Was that?
Sounded like it came from the top of that tower. Maybe there are still soldiers fighting it there.
Hurry!
We'll handle all personal matters later. Rescuing any survivors takes precedence. To the top of the tower.
Let's hurry.
I know we're supposed to hurry because it's a lot of stuff. It's a very big deal.
Let's push through.
Sneak
This
attack.
battle's ours. Let's go.
Let's settle this quick.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
I want to get all the fights that I can. A broken igniter, a little diamond form. Anything with a diamond is something worth selling. There's really nothing more to it.
No. Looks like they found us.
Oh, I've been caught.
They're down. Now's our chance.
Oh.
This is our chance.
Let's forward and we'll win this. The power of one.
Stroll, stop using fire, please. Since it has been stunned, it skips its turn.
Burn to ash!
You're gonna run out of magic.
The next one will fall just as easy. Not bad.
Level up to level 3. Magic goes up by 1. Keep putting points into endurance.
That was the last of them.
I want to destroy all these crates. Or barrels, actually. That's what these are. I know that there's nothing in it, but maybe there just might be an achievement behind destroying all these things. I like me my achievements. Oh, big egg. Nuh-uh. Ah! Oh, and Stroll with the steel chair. Last fire, no more.
Let's go. Burn.
And down it goes.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Whew. That should do it.
A little bit further down, more stuff. An old coin, another item worth selling.
Come on! This battle's ours. Let's go! Settle this quick!
Stroll, you can hit it with your sword, and that's all you need. Tougher than I thought. Yeah, sure. It's a level 1 wolf enemy. It's level 1.
Let's push through. We have the edge. I crossed, and we'll win this.
That's the whole battle. You attack with one sword and that's it.
That'll do it. Good one. This battle's ours. This could be our chance.
Oh, but now there are 2 wolves. Oh. Yeah. Take out the one that has the ability to attack. Every unscathed triumph is a victory. Of course, it's a victory. You won the fight.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
Okay, 25 to 33%.
You're down.
Okay, let's give this all we've got.
Everyone, go!
Even easier than expected. I think we're in the clear.
Also, Megalopill. If checking items, Megalopill restores 20 MP to one ally. Those are good to have. I don't know if they can be purchased or if they are strictly like what you find is what you get. This is it. Roof is just up ahead. Like to have a moment? I'm honest, I might doubt there could be survivors. Facing that monster together may not even save anyone at this point. But I'm going to do it anyway. It's the noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do this if it's possibly for nothing? Because if there's a chance that there's even one survivor, then I'll not be the noble who runs away. But this time, I could never live with myself. This time?
Hey.
And you? You plan to forge ahead despite the risk? I take it you refuse to die until you found whoever it is you're searching for. I won't let you die up there. Ha! I'm touched. Even in a situation like this, you worry more for others than yourself. If I run now, I'll never deliver the message. The prince will die. We'll have no other choice but to press on.
I'm heading out.
Well then, lend me your strength. Then ahead we forge.
What do you think?
This feeling! I knew it. The human from earlier is up there. What should we do?
Yep.
Let's go. Try not to do anything rash. Okay, here we go. Up we go. As up as we can ahead.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
It's horrible. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
We can't let it get away with this. We have to hold it off somehow.
Damned humans.
Peril.
It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
No. The mission depends on our survival. Homo Gorlio. Our first boss fight. If you try to attack with physical attacks, it does pitiful damage.
You're mine.
Wing Beat deals a significant chunk worth of damage.
What's going on? It didn't even flinch.
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this. Let's go.
Try Mage Fire. Pitiful damage. Nothing. This thing is a cruel beast.
How is it this strong?
What more can I do? Prince is my best friend. I need to save him. I can't die in a place like this.
I'll distract
Yet.
you two, run!
But...
Above all else, I am a noble, and a noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live.
Stroll, that's not gonna do anything.
This is it.
What? No! Please, say something!
Stroll! Don't be a fool. Just run for it.
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
Izanagi Picaro!
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
Well, this seems to be a slightly different line of magic. What happened to Mage Fire? Doesn't matter. You get Psych. Deals weak magic wind damage to one enemy. And Day. Weak HP recovery for one ally. HP and MP has been fully restored. Let's see where the wind will take us.
Wind! Alright, that did the trick.
That's some damage. My own power doesn't even compare. What's more, it can use magic despite its lack of an igniter. And now, wind is a little bit more resistant.
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
Attacking weak points. Certain enemies are weak to certain affinities. After you've hit one of those weaknesses, the word weak will be displayed. Hitting an opponent's weakness or scoring a critical hit against them will only decrease the turn icon by half.
Looks like it mainly
By the way,
wings and blade feet.
what I think I should very quickly mention before going ahead in the combat is that this game, instead of Persona's every time you hit an enemy's weakness you are able to shift, you have press turns. You get one press turn cycle per party member you have active. And if you are able to cut it down only by half by hitting a weakness, particularly the legs with a wind attack, you're able to attack again. But you cannot move your attack to somebody else and then allow them to hit a weakness in a different enemy and then continue doing it over and over until all the enemies have weaknesses hit. You are limited to as many as you have press turns times 2.
Wind! Done! We've got to hit the other spot too.
I did just cut off your legs. What the fuck?
Not like they could get you with that.
Come forth, Royal Soul.
But I can also hit the wings.
Scour!
You hit their weakness.
Seeker! Wind! Push through!
Devour.
Wait, what?
And that's an unfortunate heal.
It's eating its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough! It's just gonna fix itself up no matter what we do! Ew! I can't believe it's eating from its own body! Can you knock those apples off?
Knock the apples off, huh? Well, I can certainly try.
Scour!
Frenzied wings. Haha! You fool. Let's try a regular attack. Okay, no weaknesses. Got it. I might want to heal up soon.
We don't take out those apple things? I think we'll regret it. You know, maybe there's something I can do. Hey, can you let me handle this?
You do have a sword. Have Gallica knocked down apples from the to keep the foe from healing? Yes.
Understood. Leave it to me. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Power. Wind.
Got nothing to lose.
Nice dodge. Not like they could get you with that.
Seeker. Scour.
Just keep hitting it until it falls. It'll keep using its notch blade spin frenzied wings cycle. But as long as you keep yourself healed, I mean, what's gonna stop you there, huh?
Nice dodge. Not like they could get you
And
with that.
a physical strike. 19 damage. Better to use the wind. Now, the Igniters took more MP than a regular attack does. Because this is 4 MP. The Igniter was 15. That's overkill. And because it missed, that's a waste of an entire turn.
Still up.
Resist. And a little bit of damage. But that's enough for you for this fight. 69! Let's go! What a number to end the fight with. It's glorious. 100 experience, 200 EXP, 600 Magla, 800 money, plus Gorleo's apple.
Okay.
With the AEXP, that'll boost your archetype. Not persona, but archetype. Both Will and the Seeker archetype get a level up.
Not bad at all.
And endurance.
True power is born of the heart. A wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in thine own hand. Take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy!
Stroll isn't
That Stroll
dead.
guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice... Gretus! Oh, thank goodness you're alive!
Allies united. Met your contact in the northern border fort.
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside. The one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about.
The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
Somehow.
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
Through the mirror lies the prince, deep in slumber in the hidden village.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
Can someone catch me up?
Can someone catch me up here?
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, then this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Save the prince from death's curse. Save the prince from his curse to defeat Luis Guillaburn, the treasonous fiend who not only attacked the prince, but murdered the king. Deadline is unknown, rank 7 out of 10.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
And Grius, the battle-hardened veteran, has become your ally.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
Before asking questions, I'd just like to say, it's so sad that Steve Jobs died of Magla. I'd like to plug in my laptop as well before I keep going, because I like having access to seeing how the quality of the stream is going. I also use it to determine whether or not my PlayStation does or does not still connect to the Twitch servers because of it doing that thing to me back in July. You can never be too sure about the internet these days, or the nature of which it works. A lack thereof, I guess. There it is. Okay, continue. Tell me more about the mission.
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favour behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays saviour, only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him?
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
I should really keep the dangerous stuff away, I hope. I have the ability to walk around. And usually when there is access to walking around, it is best to do so. Who knows what you'll find? Or sometimes it's nicer just taking the scenery. See what all is there. See what all lies around. Explore the world. Explore your surroundings. Almost take a dip in the pond. But some would say there's also a more golden reason. An insect emitting a strange light. A gold beetle. I always like to be thorough. Look around and see what there is. Try and find different things that are lurking in different corners. Because you never know what you'll find. My mama said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I believe this is also worth another save, because it has been an hour since I last did that. Let's talk with Grius.
You've done a fine job delivering that message, lad. It's finally time for us to act for His Highness. Ah, you want to ask about that power, don't you?
Huh? I had a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you?
Indeed. Nothing but a mercenary, and yet His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness's and Prince's tutor in swordplay. The night of the attack, I was there.
I see.
Truly, that's incredible. Never in all my life have I witnessed anything like that power you used. Tell me, is it some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in the commotion, besides. Incredible. If only I'd had that kind of power back then. Apologies, I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both, so let's get some rest. Let's get some rest indeed.
Well...
let's get some rest. Time goes forward into night. Or late night, sorry.
Can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
The ground makes a poor bed.
Well, you're just gonna have to rough it until we're back to the capital. I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
I don't really mind.
That's nice of you to say. Look, I can't fight with you, but as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading.
She
If
really
only
wants to
our
know more
lives
about
were
that story.
anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames. But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Dude, I got a real gamer hate experience just now. It was not something pretty to have. I kind of want to hear about that. But also, where are we now?
Well, hello. Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one. Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
Well, the question is, who are you, Mr. Moore?
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magma within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend, what I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
Okay.
The bargain is struck then.
I hear a voice from
The
someone.
scholar in search of utopia. More. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Now let's see what
The
manner
first
of story
rank
I'll be.
with the Seeker archetype. The party can now study the Seeker once unlocked in Academia, and Bright-Eyed Student allows the party to change between archetypes once unlocked in Academia. As it seems to look in the rank circle, that is 8 total ranks that you can go through. And a new archetype has in fact been unlocked. It sends the heroic embodiment of the Seeker for more. Followers. More is the first of your followers. People that support your quest as steadfast allies that you can grow closer to. Strengthening your bond with your followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. More is just the first of many, so keep an eye out. Playing Street Fighter 6 Ranked, won the first game, the other duty immediately goes to make a lobby. You join to see what's up and get called the F-slur. Oh wow. He's hating on me and justifying it by you won by luck and you're boring. People always like to pull the luck card just so they don't have to feel bad about the fact that they suck. Because that's just an inherent truth of life. Sometimes people just suck. Shake on it! Obtain a follower.
And I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
That's enough time to get back. Only took like 2 days to get out here.
Already then? From here on, we travel in secret. If we are to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It
really is something
Scottish
special.
accent.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
Don't forget me.
I'm going to piss off so many different English speakers of Irish, Scottish, and British heritage. Oh, if one of my professors finds out about this, she will be so upset. Don't tell her. Blue, if you're out there, keep this between us.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, alright?
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
A new direction to go on the map. They're called the Nord Mines, apparently. Going through them will put us near the capital, it seems.
That being the case...
This road should take us to Grand Trad.
Alright.
We'll check for a way around. Next stop, Grand Trad.
This place here.
I can't roll my R's for shit.
The Nord Mines are full of complex paths. We can go through them to approach the capital undetected.
Don't let your guard
We'll be
down.
going through the Nord Mines. Are you ready?
Good.
Go ahead.
We should hurry. Focus is on making it to the royal capital.
Or well, where else are we gonna go?
Located northwest of Grand Trad, it is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
On foot, because we have no horse-drawn carriages anymore.
The mine's entrance should be just ahead. Don't stray off the path.
Huh?
What's the
What
matter?
happened?
Might be imagining it, but can't help but feel we're being watched.
No.
It's deep in the wilderness, though? Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge.
Don't let your guard down.
Looking for an opening to escape. Don't forget to have my eye on you.
It doesn't seem like Grius trusts Stroll that much. Hey, look, up in the air!
Large birds known as corvo. Stalks its prey from the sky and then goes in for an ambush.
That's more British than it is Scottish.
So what now? Like we need another addition to our list of problems. We can hide and wait it out.
No, we need to keep moving. We're already low on time as it is. Besides...
Let me guess. You could move much faster if I died back there and you didn't need to keep an eye on me? Come on, have a little faith.
Let's go.
Should I? You're truly worthy to demonstrate it. We need to move. Don't fall behind.
Every blue dot is another item.
Stop!
Some wild dogs over there.
Hundos. Those beasts hunt in packs. Should they come at us together, we'll be overwhelmed if we're not careful.
Can't give them the chance to surround us. We need to find a different path for now.
Why'd you hesitate, lad? Just a pack of wild dogs.
Barely worth a moment's worry for someone such as you. Of course.
Good, you're starting to catch on. Can't let the fear paralyze you.
You're already familiar with them.
Got it.
To assess their strength, prepare your next move. If they're stronger, approach with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quickly. It's weaker. These are the same hundos you would find in the fort there. Press L2 to activate Face Sight and identify an enemy's strength via their color. Lower enemies will glow blue. Enemies at the same level will glow yellow, and higher level enemies will glow red. Unknown enemies will appear white. When you have leveled up to a point where you think you can overpower certain enemies, you can simply approach the enemy and see if their color has changed. Oh, they spelled color with a U there. This game's British.
Engaging with a weaker force. Clear your mind and simply do what must be done. Put them to the sword.
Weaker enemies can be defeated quickly with a simple square attack. In addition to being attacked on the field by a weaker enemy, it will not force you into a squad battle, though the protagonist will still take damage. When you press L1 when the cursor is over an enemy, you will lock onto that enemy. The enemy will always be in view, so you can easily close the distance by attacking. Right. Whoa, I started to yawn there.
Give it a shot. We got this.
Well, let's try it. Level 1? Okay.
Let's push through. Alright, how's that?
Level 1 experience. 1 experience. 1 experience.
How's that?
They can be easily one-shot. One more. I'm not gonna do the voice anymore. It's enough for now. One more rule for you to keep in mind.
Got it?
Never drop your guard even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you let up even for a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Press triangle to initiate a squad battle against an enemy in the field. If you use triangle to initiate a squad battle on an enemy after depleting its break gauge with square attacks, the battle starts with a great advantage in your favor. If you're attacked by an enemy stronger than you, you'll be forced to do a battle where the enemy is at an advantage. Survey the situation and use different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to seize any tactical advantage. And evaluate the enemies in your vicinity, then decide whether you'll dispatch them quickly with square attacks to stun them first, or to jump directly to a strategic squad battle using triangle. Face that will determine your battle approach while staying out of an enemy reach. Use it to be efficient to tackle a dungeon. Yada yada, JRPG stuff. There's no replacement for first-hand experience. Get comfortable with fighting before we reach Grand Tran. You need to be sure you can defend yourself. Oh, new enemy. Bird.
We have the edge.
Let's do it. If you're unhappy with how battle is going, you can always restart it from the beginning by pressing L3. I'm going to try not to do that. Keyword try. Pressing R to assist will automatically move the cursor to an enemy who has a weakness to a skill you have. Maybe it's a wind attack.
Wind. A tough
no.
one.
Doesn't matter though.
No way I'm stopping.
I did not know the words because it is something I don't understand.
Victory well earned.
I feel, yeah.
There they are.
I was gonna be like, I feel like I'll be attacked here.
Forward! Charging in. Time for some close.
Nuh-uh.
This is our chance. Forward!
Stay calm.
Nuh-uh.
Take this! Still standing. Tougher than I thought.
And still stunned.
Don't be careless. Here I go.
Phantom Dance. Pretty nice.
I think I'm getting used to this.
I'll take any boosts. Almost level 5 too.
I see the enemy.
Step in the right direction.
Oh, and Will levels up to level 5. That's definitely gonna bank up for next fight.
Right there.
Forward! Time for some close. Okay, let's give this all we've got. Vitus
In
power.
fact, that fight is this one.
Scour! Last one.
Finish the job.
Finish the job.
They chose the wrong opponent.
That is a funny line.
That was the last of them.
Bouncy Bard. More selling fodder.
Come on! We have the edge. Let's take them all out. Wind! Just one left. Keep on going.
And a critical. Pretty good, Grius.
Wish every fight was that
Unscathed
easy, eh?
Triumph. Fairy Dust, a new item.
That was the last of them.
Oh, what? It didn't let me... Huh. Okay. Fairy Dust, 50 HP to all allies. Also, chase support. Make support attacks from your comrades happen more easily in overworld combat. Can't take a look at anybody else's stuff, though. Young peddler.
What is it?
Seen you lot around these parts before? You wouldn't be bandits now, would you? You seem dodgy yourself. Well, at the very least, I suppose you're not crooks. Hey, mutual agreement. I'm just on edge. I know it's funny to think so in a deserted place like this, but I feel like I'm being followed. What are you doing in such a remote place? Not trying to be friend, I'm just a peddler. I'm a regular nearby, so I came for business. Beasts are real bloodthirsty today, so I'd assumed a human appeared.
Pardon?
Yep. For instance, have you heard about the human who appears from nowhere and wipes out entire towns? Terrifying, no? Yeah. Apologies, didn't mean to sour the mood. Hey, would you not be interested in buying something? I would like to sell.
Now then.
But not buy for now. This guy does sell medicinal herbs, medicine, and revival medicine. Earlier on in the stream, I covered on what those things do. Found something worth selling, I give you a good price. Plenty of stuff in these woods, lots of rubbish, but some materials too. Won't catch me scavenging for it today, though. So put the beast settle down some. Find something worth selling? Well, you know where to find me.
There they are.
But where can I find a save point?
Forward! Let's give them a fight! Don't make them counter!
This is our chance!
Still up?
I'll go for the kill.
Let the bird do its thing. Is that a bird or a butterfly?
The next one's yours.
Take this!
Oh.
Finish the job!
Oh, right. Press the wrong buttons. You can also completely just pass your turn. Why you would pass your turn instead of defend? Well, you may have a reason.
Victory well held.
Right there.
Charging in. Let's push through. Alright. How's that?
There is medicine. Medicine's always good to have.
I see the enemy.
Forward! Time for some close calls.
Time for some close calls.
There they are.
Charging in.
Come and get me.
When magic expelling enemies have a little purple ring, that means run. Just run.
Two remaining.
Take this!
Nothing to worry about.
Tougher than I thought. Let's take. I won't hold back. Wind. Stay sharp.
Only one left. Finish them off.
Battle's done. Unscathed once again.
Hate to see it.
I hate to see it.
Don't lay your guard down yet.
I won't get whatever.
Hold on.
There's grown
Got a
tense.
moment?
Hey, what's going on? It's surrounded. Even out here, it would seem that the monsters are the least of our concerns. No, you can hear me, so show yourself, or would you rather we come at you? Oh, ain't ya? Bastards live long enough. Kill them quick!
It appears we must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver.
The Royal Guard is already fallen.
Scour! What is that?
Oh.
Never seen anything like it!
That's not an igniter!
Get ready!
Blast!
Press circle to guard, which consumes one turn icon. Guarding greatly increases the damage your character takes and prevents any weaknesses from being exploited. This prevents the enemies from gaining turns too.
What's that? I think something's coming. Watch out!
I still can't do that, huh?
This! What a show!
Gotta aim
It's
better
our
than that.
turn now!
Mage Fire is at it. During squad battles, your formation will affect the damage party members will deliver and receive depending on their position. Those in the front row deal more damage with melee attacks. Those in the back row deal less melee damage attacks. Damage with melee attacks, but take less damage from enemies. During battle, you can change your formation by using up or down to move party members between rows.
I'll get some distance.
Press down and go to the back. That's what I was trying to do in the last turn. It don't work. Magic not affected when you're in the back.
Still standing. Choose your eyes. Let's do this. Hold still.
Stroll, please make an effort to try and be a bit more accurate.
Vitus power.
Take this. Watch out. Get ready.
Bro, fuck you.
Here they come.
What's that?
Seeker.
I think something's coming.
Whoosh, wind attack, bitch. Ooh, toasty.
Let's go. Wind.
Stoke the fire a little bit with some good old wind.
Let's do this. Hold still. Blast.
Are you about done? Thank you. Boss fights are always the best way to get some extra experience. The soldiers from the fort survived. No, they couldn't be. They're simply deserters, aren't they?
No.
No, that's not what I'm asking. How would they have already mobilized the pursuit? I don't know, but I think it's safe to say I'm the least of your worries at this point. In any case, we should probably keep moving. Let's go.
Alright.
Here we are. Looks so creepy. Like as you did say it was abandoned. Aye, the Crown Theocracy ordered it so. I haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, still here of mine has risked it all to come to this place, seeking the riches left with the end. Hey. Happily trade some legal miners for the armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Shall we? We're inside. That's wrong there. Preparations if you must, but be quick about it. So Grief says be quick about it. I personally believe that now is a good time for me to call it for this playtime. I'm having a lot of fun, knowing that I've already played through this content through the demo. It's... honestly, I think I'm going to want to continue streaming this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot. To everybody who came out to watch this stream tonight, I greatly appreciate it. I will be back maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday. I have some free time. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you all again tomorrow. Oh yeah, this is just the prologue. The prologue's another 4 hours at least. I'm so looking forward to moving on from there.